All right, good afternoon and welcome to Hockey for All Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Starting a little bit late in the broadcast, 10 minutes left in the first period, tied 0-0. The first game of the tournament between Blue Army and the Prairie Mountain Machine. Ryan Wursall in net today for Blue Army. And Blue Army clears. Here we go. Machine up and out of their zone into neutral. Kravicic chips it off the near wall. Machine brings it in deep and around. Fires a shot wide. Miller hustling out to the point. Vilhag. Up front, Meyer. Meyer chips it off the wall. Up out to neutral zone. And dumps it in. Stone, first Army player on the forecheck. Meyer helping out behind the net. Stone and Meyer battling. Stone cycles it back down low. Meyer. Stone now in the corner. Up top to the point. Vilhag. Vilhag back down low to the corner. Almost made it to Miller, but they cut it off. Meyer in the corner. To the front to Stone. Tipped to the net. And saved him. Deflected into the corner. Stone again in the corner. Stone battling. Looking for some help. Meyer gives it to him. And the puck pops out. And Machine hammers it out, but it got blocked. Stays in. And they'll eventually get it out. Into the Blue Army zone. Meyer on the near wall. To Machine, they'll regroup. Into the Blue Army zone. Kravicic. Nice stick. Knock that away. Checks the puck going in. Blue Army was offside. But that'll go back. Zisler regroups it to Vilhag. Vilhag wanted to go back to Zisler, but that's deflected. Kept in the Blue Army zone. 3-on-1, look out. Misfire in the pass, we'll take that. And Zisler goes cross ice to Relna. Relna backs it up, circles around, up to Zisler. Oh man, off. I don't think that should have been offside, but we'll take the offside call anyway. So, 7:22 left in the first, tied 0-0. Make sure this mic is working. I think so. All right. 7:22 left in the first, 0-0 tie. Zedemeyer on the draw between Meyer and Del Rio. Feldhake and Plager to Feldhake. Off the glass, up the neutral zone. Zedemeyer forechecking. Nice work, nice hustle by Lanny. Into the corner. Puts the brakes on. Surveys. To the front. Bounced around. Oh, Del Rio almost able to tap that one in, but Machine goalies up to the task. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off. Other side, boys. There we go. All right, Zedemeyer on the draw again. Del Rio on the wall. Shot toward the net, but that's stopped. Machine banks it around. Meyer sends it in front, all the way across. Goes through. That on there is Del Rio. Trying to keep it in. And they chip it out to Feldhake at the red line. He tried to send it back in. Oh, behind the play, we got 72 for Machine. He's going in for roughing. It's like he got tangled up with Plager on the blue line and didn't like something about it. And so Blue Army will get a power play. 2 minutes here. 6:47 left in the first. Zedemeyer on the draw again. Machine controls. They go up the boards to Plager at the point. Sends it down low to Del Rio. Past him. Meyer behind the net. Forechecking. Machine up the wall. Feldhake keeps it in. And Machine clears it. All the way into the Blue Army zone. Plager defending behind the net. And Zedemeyer helps out. Cleans that up. Out with the puck. Zedemeyer crosses the red line, sends it across. into the far corner. Meyer and Del Rio on the forecheck. Meyer first, but Machine's able to control it and send it all the way down. Vilhag behind his own net, circles. And that's knocked away. And Blue Army dodges the threat there. Zissler through neutral zone, bobbing and weaving, sends it in deep. And that puck bounces toward the net. Boy didn't cover it, it's still open there. Jamming away, puck still open. And Machine is able to come away with it and clear. Send it all the way down. 48 seconds left on the power play for Blue Army. Vilhag behind his own net. Tried to get up the wall of the Kromtich. That's intercepted. Machine is content to trap it against the wall and try to kill some time. And they do that fairly successfully for a bit. Stone comes away with it. Skates it up in the neutral zone. Defended by Machine there. Zissler. Zissler and Stone battling. Can't tell where the puck is exactly. Machine looks like they got it, and they'll clear it, send it all the way down. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Machine. Vilhag behind his own net. Tried to go up the middle towards Stone, but that's deflected out of the ice. So with 6 seconds left in the penalty to Machine on the face-off in the Blue Army zone to Warsaw's right. Sedong on the draw. Welna and Meyer his wings. Plager and Feldhake the defenseman to Plager on the wall. Oh, Sedong went over to Plager, but Plager couldn't get the handle. But he backs it up. Goes all the way around to Meyer. Puck goes out to Machine and they send it back in deep. Plager behind his own net. To Welna. Welna up the middle to Meyer. Tips it to Sedong. Sedong into the Machine zone. Uses speed to go wide. Defended pretty nicely by a couple of Machine players. And they'll take it away and break it out. In the neutral zone. Welna applying pressure. Welna knocks it away. Meyer and Sedong all helping out. Meyer into the Machine zone. Into the corner. Toward the net. Cuts to the middle. Backhand. Just wide of the net. Meyer behind. Tried to chip it out in front of Sedong. That's deflected and it'll land in the back of the net. And we'll get a stoppage. 4:03 left in the first. Still tied 0-0. Offense's own face-off. Sedong in the draw between Welna and Meyer. With Feldhake and Plager the defenseman. Machine controls off the draw. They go around the net, D to D. Welna forechecking. And Sedong tried to send it to the middle, but that was deflected and pops right onto the stick of the Machine player. And they'll break it out up through neutral into the Blue Army zone. Welna back checking, and they'll dump it back in. Plager behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Pass to Welna up the wall. Welna in the middle. That's taken away by Machine. And Plager breaks that up all the way to the point. Shot bounces in on net. Warsall steers it aside to the corner. To the middle. And shot on net saved by Warsall. But as the Machine player was taking a shot in coverage, got taken down. Must have been by Meyer because he's the one going to the box. So Blue Army will go shorthanded here for 2 minutes. 3:26 left in the first. Zedemeyer on the draw. Kromtich. Del Rio, the other forward. Oh. Puck pops on his own. Miscommunication by the Machine there. We'll take that. Battling on the near wall goes Del Rio. To the middle to Zedemeyer. Zedemeyer dumps it in. Machine regroups behind their own net. Up the near wall. To the middle. All the way through into the Blue Army zone. Del Rio applying some pressure. Vilhag also. Vilhag behind the net. Puts a body on him. Knocks him off the puck nicely. Sends it all the way up top. The Machine walks to the middle. Or D to D. Zedemeyer up top. We need another forward. We need one more forward up there. But, all right. Puck on the near wall. Kromtich battling. Kromtich taking on 2 Machine players himself nicely. Machine comes away with it up to the point. Zedemeyer. They go D to D, down low, one-timer, all the way across, missed the net, back up to the Machine point. Machine point dumps it in. behind the Blue Army net. Vilhog applies some pressure. They ring it around the boards up top. Del Rio applying some defensive pressure there, broke it up, and Vilhog sends it all the way down for Blue Army, gets it clear. Get a fresh 4 bodies for Blue Army here. 37 seconds left in the penalty. Flager pinches, intercepts that. Zissler battling, almost came away with it. But Machine exits the zone, into the Blue Army zone, pushed wide. Oh, snuck around him to the middle. Oh, couldn't fire on that shot, and Blue Army skates it out. Feldake sends it all the way in deep. Machine behind their own net. 6 seconds left on the penalty here. Up into the neutral zone, into the Blue Army zone. Feldake pushes him wide. Around the net. Stone, now Plager applying pressure. Sends it to the middle, intercepted by Feldake. Got to get some extra help there. Zissler in the corner, controls. Sends it around the net to the other corner. Machine on the puck. Stone and Miller there, and Plager helping out. The Machine comes away with it. Sends it in the middle. Shot saved by Warsaw. Puck bounced, and the Machine gets the loose puck and buries it. A little too much time and space in there for Machine, and they capitalize to go up 1-0 with 55 seconds left in the first. So, Sedung on the draw into the Machine zone. Sedung on the far wall. Well, now also, and Meyer over there helping out. Vilhog pinched in. Machine exits his zone. 2-on-1. They send it over. Take it wide. I don't know if it's a pass or shot, but either way, Warsaw steers it aside. And Meyer tries to chip it up. That's deflected back in. Trumpich battling. Trumpich still battling on that wall. Machine comes away with it. Meyer and Sedung break that up. And Meyer comes away with it, skates it up into the Machine zone. Across the blue line, takes it wide. Tried to send it to the net. Hit the defenseman's skates. That goes behind to Sedung. Sedung on the far wall. Trying to control it. Harassed there. Meyer now walks off the wall with it in the middle. Takes a shot. That's deflected. Goes up in the netting. And that's the end of the first period. So after one, it is 1-0 for Machine. And we will now head to a resurfacing. And welcome back to the Hockey for All Center for the second period between Blue Army and Prairie Mountain Machine. Prairie Mountain Machine with a 1-0 lead. With a goal late in the first period. So again, we're on net for Blue Army today. And we'll have Sedemeyer between Wellna on his right and Meyer on his left. Plager the righty and Feldig lefty. And we're off for the second period into the Blue Army zone. Plager defends, picked up by Machine. They send it on net, rebound, and they score. So, 10 seconds into the second, and a goal for Machine. A few loose bodies in front of the net. No one picked up, and that rebound popped out, and Machine was free to whack away at it, and they'll take a 2-0 lead. So let's do this draw again. Here we go. Sedemeyer back to Feldhake. Tried to go up to Meyer. Flex up to Machine. They'll try to go D to D. They'll lose it and go all the way back into their zone. So they go D to D. Meyer forechecking up the wall. And out into neutral. Try to go cross ice. That goes off Wellness skates into the Blue Army zone. Feldhake back to retrieve. Try to go around the net. Puck, as he passes it around, hit some water. See that shooting up and slow down. So they'll battle behind the net. Plager and Sedemeyer. Sedemeyer comes away with it. Tried to go up the wall, but no one there. Banks off the wall himself. Nifty little move there. Goes up to Wellna. Wellna to Meyer. Meyer into the Machine zone. And defended nicely, and the Machine will take it away. The Machine reverses it back down behind their own net. Meyer still forechecking. Wellna forechecking now. Chipped up the wall. Plager pinches, keeps it in, sends it down to Wellna in the corner. No, sorry, that's Meyer. Meyer walks it out. Shot on net. Save. No one there, and they clear it out. To Feldhake. Feldhake off the wall, down low. Wellna the first Blue Army player there. Machine chips it up. Near wall. And they send it to the middle. Out of the zone. They'll battle through neutral. And Machine will dump it in. Feldhake back to retrieve. Machine player muscles it away. Up to the Machine point, but Del Rio intercepts. I lost the handle of the Machine will take it back and send it all the way. Tried to send it all the way back in. Deflected, but it does. So Feldhake. Feldhake is his own corner. Harassed there by a couple Machine players. Stone skates it up. Passes up to Zisler. Zisler in the neutral zone. Shot on net. Deflected. Steered into the corner. And who's the penalty on? And there we go. There's a delayed penalty for a while on Machine, and I think the ref might have forgotten who he was calling it on. But Machine touches. So they'll go into the box for a hooking behind the play. That happened all the way in the Blue Army zone. And Blue Army will have a chance to cut this lead in half, this deficit in half. Like Stone on the draw. Up to Crumpich at the point, sends it to the net. Saved into the corner. Zisler battling down there. Helped out by Del Rio. Zisler with it. Zisler. Del Rio helping. Del Rio to the middle. Oh, the Stone just snuck all the way through. Couldn't quite get the stick on it. Cavilhog regroups to Cavilhog. Or sorry, to Crumpich. Crumpich tried to go cross ice, but that's intercepted. Machine sent it all the way in. On net. Crumpich up to neutral to Zisler. That's taken away by Machine. Crumpich chips it up to Zisler. Zisler in the zone. Zisler shot on net. Steered aside. Stone. Machine taken away. Cavilhog steps up. Separates man from puck, but Machine's able to take it through neutral and into the Blue Army zone. Run wide. And shot just goes wide. Del Rio on the far wall. Sends it across the ice near side. Tried to get to Stone, but just out of his reach. And I think the Blue Army players are tired and they're going to go for a change. So Meyer forechecking. Machine at the wall to Sedong. Sedong just knocked off his stick. He'll go back and retrieve it. Circle around, use his speed. Back into the machine zone. Takes it wide. Looks, sends it to the middle. Oh! For Meyer. Just couldn't quite get solid wood on that. Up to Crumptich. Crumptich in the net. Steered aside. Battle on the near wall. And Sedung fires into the far corner. The machine. And they'll gather, and they'll send it all the way down. Legger back with 2 machine players on him hard. So he'll try to cut it up, but harassed there, and Sedung helping out. Sedung chips it up to Meyer, out of his reach, over his stick. To the net, Legger intercepts. To Miller. Miller to Sedung in the middle. Sedung through neutral, weaving his way, and sends it in deep. But we're offside, so we'll have to tag up here. Plenty of time for Machine then to exit the zone. Brings it near side. Legger steps up, intercepts that, and Sedung cleans it up. Comes away with it, takes it wide, shot on net, save, and Machine will cover that up. So, 10-18 left in the second. Blue Army still trailing 2-0. Offensive zone face-off. Zedemeyer on the draw to Wellna on the wall. Wellna skates it toward the middle. Oh, shot just high over the net. Feldhick, far point. Banks it off the wall, sends it down deep. Zisler. Send it out in front. Stop. Deflected by the goalie. Machine clears it up and out. Machine out through neutral. Into the Blue Army zone. Legger pushes him wide into the corner. Deflects that. Puck bounces in front. And cleared nicely by Feldhick. Strong out to the side and out of the zone. Machine gathers and regroups through neutral. Into the Blue Army zone. Zedemeyer defending. Now Feldhick defending. He picks his pocket. Nice play. Nice breakout pass to Wellna. Wellna to Zedemeyer, but they couldn't quite control between them. And Machine will get it back. Legger knocks that into the corner. Wellna defending down low. Puck to the middle. Up to the point. Shot toward the net. Deflected. And goes wide. Deflected by Wellna. Shot toward the net. Feldhick able to steer it aside. Nice bounce pass over to Zisler. Zisler, cross-ice pass to Wellna. Wellna into the zone, puts the brakes on. Buys himself a little time and space, but couldn't quite pull the trigger, and Machine comes away with it. Into the Blue Army zone with Vilhag defending. And Crumptich. And no harm done there. Zedemeyer through neutral. Chips it in, all the way into the Machine zone. And they'll gather it behind their own net. Del Rio on the forecheck. They're ringing it around the near boards. Vilhag pinches. Machine up and out through neutral zone into the Blue Army zone. 2-on-1. Myers back to cancel that out. Shot on net. Steered aside by Warsaw. Nice back check by Meyer. Battling behind the net. Machine comes away with it. Send it up top. Defenseman steps in. Shot toward the net. Deflected that goes wide. In the corner, Vilhag. Up to Meyer. Meyer in the middle to Stone. Stone up and out through neutral. That's a loose stick, and that'll be a tripping penalty. So, some good hustle by Blue Army there. By Stone, draws a penalty. So Blue Army will get another power play chance here. Again, to try to cut this lead to 1. 8 minutes left in the second period. Offensive zone face-off. We'll have Sedung on the draw with Del Rio to his right and Meyer to his left. Vilhag the right D, Crumptich to the left D. Puck is down. Battling on the near wall. Machine comes away with it. Kind of, but Sedung intercepts, pulls that away. Couldn't quite control that completely, and Machine will skate it up and out of the zone. Through neutral, they'll dump it all the way in. Puck behind the Blue Army net. Sedung back to retrieve. One on hard. Up the wall to Meyer. Along the boards, goes all the way to the D. Shot on net. Warsaw stays out of side. Crumptich in the corner. Passed up to Del Rio, but that thing was bouncing a bit, so couldn't quite handle that one. And Machine will get it and chip it all the way out. Back to Crumptich in neutral. Regroup it over to Vilhag. Vilhag Up to Sedong. That puck gets knocked all the way in the Machine zone. Around behind the net with Meyer chasing. And Machine will get that and send it all the way down. 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the penalty to Machine. Sedong through the neutral zone. Cross the line, shot on net, steered aside. Machine hammers that up the wall. Blue Army defensemen are going for a chain, so no one there, that'll go all the way down. Legger back behind his own net. Puts the brakes on. One on hard. Taken away by Machine. They send it out front. And Warsaw makes the save. Legger battling in the corner. And Sedong helping out. Sedong comes away with it. Sedong. Up to Welna. Welna. Move at the blue line. That'll result in an offside for Blue Army. 24 seconds left in the penalty to Machine. So still some power play time here. Zedemeyer between Welna on his right, Zisler on his left. Plager, the right D, felt like the lefty. To Plager up the red line. He'll send it up to Welna, high though. Welna able to keep it in the zone, nice play. Welna battling on the near wall. Machine comes away with it and they'll ice it. Feldegg racing a Machine player to the corner. Good battle there. Zedemeyer in to help out. Zedemeyer cleans it up. Zedemeyer still battling. Machine now with it. Send it to the middle. Knocked away by Feldegg to Plager. Up the middle to Zisler. It's taken away. Now Feldegg. Off the wall. Tried to get it up to Zisler, but I think that might hit a ref or somebody escaped. Shot on that. Nice save. Glove save by Warsaw. So 5:39 left in the second. Still 2-goal deficit for Blue Army. Defensive zone face-off here. Stone take the draw with Miller and Meyer his wings. Krumptich and Kvilhag the defenseman. Krumptich behind the net. Now Stone up the wall to Meyer. Meyer over to Miller. Miller taken away by Machine back into the Blue Army zone. Kvilhag defending into the corner, battling there. Puck bounce out front. Oh, almost a little bit dangerous, but Blue Army clears. Krumptich up to Miller. Machine controls. They bounce it up the wall. Machine player takes a spill, and we're going to get a penalty on Blue Army here. I'm not sure exactly who that was. Stone. Must have just clipped his skates enough. And Stone, I guess you're going to take Meyer for it. Those were the two closest players. I wasn't sure if the kid was already falling himself, but in any event, Blue Army will be shorthanded. With 2 minutes here with 4:55 left in the second, down 2 goals. Sedong and Del Rio the forwards, Krumptich and Kvilhag the defenseman. Machine wins the draw, go D to D. Del Rio chases to the middle, shot off the post and in. So 3-0 lead for Machine 10 seconds into the penalty. Also some good puck movement by Machine off that draw. Won it back to the D, went D to D. Had a forward posted up in the slot. Difficult for Blue Army to cover with the box coverage, and he turned and fired a nice hard shot off the post. So 3-0 lead for Machine. Sedong between Del Rio and Zisler, and the puck into the Machine zone. Sedong chasing. Nice reversal by Machine. Now Del Rio on the forecheck. Up the wing. Machine goes D to D and off to the neutral zone, into the Blue Army zone. Feldegg chips it up and out of the zone. And the Machine player skate, he gathers it and goes D to D. Sedong applying some pressure there. Del Rio as well. But Machine's able to bring it up and out into the Blue Army zone. Takes it wide. Shot 9 wide. Over the net. Battle on the far wall, Sedong and Zisler. Sedong comes away with it. Sedong to Del Rio. Del Rio across the red line. into the machine zone. Defended into the corner. They ring it around. And looks like Blue Army's going to get another penalty for interference. It's like Del Rio's going to go for that one. Interesting. Okay. So, Blue Army down 3-0 with 3:51 left in the second. Have to try to kill off this 2-minute penalty here and keep things close. Zedemeyer on the draw. His other forward is Welna. Plager and Feldhick, the defenseman, into the corner. And Plager's taken down. And that'll be a penalty on Machine. So we'll go 4-on-4. So we'll go 4-on-4 for a while here. Offensive zone face-off. Again, Zedemeyer and Welna the forwards. Plager and Feldhick the defenseman. 3:46 left in the second. Puck wins it to Plager. Plager sends it down low. Zedemeyer in the corner. Zedemeyer comes off the wall with it. Good strong play. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Welna behind the net. Machine chips it up and they'll skate it out. Machine through the neutral zone with some speed in the Blue Army zone, becomes a 2-on-1. Shot and scores. So 4-0 for Machine here with 3:22 left in the second period. So Zedemeyer and Welna, Plager and Feldhick. Battle among the centers. Zedemeyer skates away with it, brings it into the Machine zone, sends it down low. Behind the net. Plager steps up, intercepts that pass, skates it into the corner, takes it out front. Oh, backhand. Wide though. Feldhick pinches, nice job to keep that in. Feldhick. Zedemeyer dancing on the far wall, controlling that for a bit, sends it down low. Welna in to help out. Machine sends it back at the wall. Machine up and out through neutral. 2-on-2. Defended by Plager, knocks him off the puck. And that's to the side by Whistle. Feldhick harassed there. Feldhick will go off the board behind the net. Plager up to Welna. Welna. Oh, let's stay inside. There we go. And Welna sends it in. Machine intercepts that. And they'll go D to D and regroup and break it out. Into the neutral zone here. Machine sends it down deep in the Blue Army zone. Crumpets behind his own net. Stone now. Stone reverses. Nice play over to Crumptich. And Crumptich looking up for his options, but I think his teammate had lost his footing and nowhere to go, so he flips it up and all the way out. Go down in Machine zone. Machine behind their own net in the corner. And penalties are now expiring right now, so we'll be back to 5-on-5. Machine up and out through the neutral zone. Into the Blue Army zone. Shot stood aside by Worsell's blocker. Stone in the far wall. With Crumptich and Meyer as well looking on. Crumptich battling. Puck goes into the corner. For Plager. Oh, couldn't get the handle there. So they'll have to do some more battle. Bodies flying. Crumptich, Miller helping out as well. Puck's still there. Plager tried to skate away with it. Got his feet taken out. Machine player trips over him, but Machine skates away with it to the net. Shot saved by Wursel. And steered aside. And bodies are going everywhere. And I think there was one too many. And I don't know if they got Miller or Crumptich for it. I'm not sure who it was. I think they're getting Crumptich. I think he might have put a Machine player into the net. So we'll go for interference. So 1 minute and 1 second left in the second period, down 4-0. Let's go off 2-minute penalties. Sedung Del Rio, his other forward. No, sorry, Zissler. Zissler tried to clear it. Go D to D, shot on net. Blocked by Del Rio, but it goes right to a Machine player. He roofs it for a 5-0 lead. So 9 seconds into this power play, Machine scores. So 5-0 for Machine. 51 seconds left in the second period. Sedung in the draw between Feldake and Zissler. Del Rio and Krumpetich, the defenseman. I'm sorry, Del Rio and Vilhog, the defenseman. Feldake into the Machine zone. Gets a wide to the net to Sedung. That's broken up. And Machine will skate away with it. Machine up, tried to go up the wall. I think it hit the ref. Zissler batting in the corner. Sedung helping out. Zissler skates away to the middle. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Puck's bouncing around. Sedung looks up top. Nice off pass to Vilhog. Vilhog shot on the net. Off the skating wide. Feldake sends it around behind the net. Sedung, the first one there. Just poked away by Machine. Vilhog, nice pinch, keeps it in. Zissler now comes away with it. To the middle. All the way through. Machine will chip it up and out. Machine through neutral into the Blue Army zone. Defended by Vilhog and Del Rio. Deflected. And that is the end of the second period. So, 4 goals, I think, for Machine that period. None for Blue Army. Makes it a 5-0 deficit for Blue Army heading into the third. So Blue Army's got its work cut out for it for sure. Getting 5 or 6 goals might be a tall task, but at least with tournaments and pool play, we want to keep that goal differential as tight as possible. So every last one matters. We'll see if the boys can put up a fight and make Machine sweat a little bit here in this third period. To start the third, we'll have Zedemeyer between Meyer on his left and Welna on his right. Plager, the right defenseman. Del Rio, the left defenseman. Refs are having some kind of conversation, not sure about what, but in any event, here we go. Puck is down. Controlled by Meyer, chips it up and hustles in. Wins. Nice battle by Meyer. Almost came away with that clean, but couldn't quite get away and get a shot off. Machine up and out through neutral. Into the Blue Army zone. Plager knocks that away. Machine, though, able to get it first and send it all the way in deep. Del Rio behind his own net. Del Rio lost the handle. Defended behind the net by Plager. Helped out by Zedemeyer. Machine tries to send there out in front. Puck's bouncing. Cleared away by Zedemeyer. Behind the net now. Zedemeyer battling. Del Rio helping out as well. Welna down low. Puck goes out to the Machine point. That defenseman, nice play to keep it in. And the pressure will continue. They'll send it down low behind the Blue Army net. Up to the high slot, deflected by Welna, and Plager skates away with it. Plager will take it wide. Tries to cut it toward the middle. And the shot, that was either off the side of the net or off the goalie's shoulder or face, and goes to the corner. Meyer battling, up the wall, and Machine will exit with plenty of room. Into the Blue Army zone. Fake the clap bomb, skates it all the way into the corner, around the net, defended by Plager. Plager pins him up against the wall and puts him on the ground. Zedemeyer looking on, ready for that puck to pop out. Might be under that kid on the ground, who knows. Puck's still there. All right, Zedemeyer comes away with it. puts the brakes on, and Zedemeyer skates it up and out of the Blue Army zone. Brass there gets it up to Meyer, just out of his reach though. Meyer gets it back into the Machine zone. Del Rio on the near wall, shot toward the net, deflected. Meyer, just couldn't quite get a shot off. And Machine will again come away with it. And they send it up and all the way out. Cavilhog up the wall, but no one there. Machine will intercept and skate it into the Blue Army zone. They take it wide. Try to go to the middle, no one there. Miller was there. Miller sends it around. Meyer, near wall, up the middle, and off the far side. Machine sends it up through the neutral zone into the Blue Army zone. Machine, the first one there, they send it to the middle. Zisler tried to knock him off the puck, but Machine controls. In the corner, they send it to the middle. Couldn't control, thankfully, and Miller applying pressure. Cavilhog with it now. Cavilhog put the brakes on. Tried to go up, couldn't quite get the pass off. Chips it up the wall to Miller. Miller and Cavilhog battling over there. And Miller comes away with it. Miller off the wall. Battling through neutral to Cavilhog. Cavilhog sends it all the way in, but Blue Army's offside. Left the tag up, and they do. So here we go again. Machine up and out of their zone. Into the neutral zone. Into the Blue Army zone. Danson gets a shot on. Wursel makes the first save. Scramble in front. Wursel covers it up. Wursel keeps it a 5-0 game for us. 11:34 left in the third. Face off to his left. Sedong on the draw. Meyer and Feldake his wings. Competition, Cavilhog the defenseman. Sedong wins it to himself and goes back on behind the net. But Machine's the first one there. They send it around. Crumptich now is in the near corner. Crumptich try to get up the wall. They intercept and send it back in to the middle. Dancing in front. Nice move. And backhand. And roofs it. So that makes it 6-0, and we'll put us in running time here with 11 minutes left in the third period. We almost knocked the camera over. That would have been bad. Good save. Sedong in the draw. Meyer is left. Feldake is right. Plague the right defenseman. Del Rio the left defenseman. Sedong goes forward with it and comes away, but nothing doing. Plager gathers it there, puts the brakes on. Tried to go back up, but that's taken away. Into the middle now. Machine chips it up into the Blue Army zone. Sedong hustles back. Good back check by Sedong to break that up. Machine's still able to get it. Plager pushes him off the puck and pushes him off of Wursel. And Wursel freezes. Plager's lucky he's small. Probably gets away with some of that stuff, where a bigger guy might not. So, defensive zone face-off. Zedemeyer on the draw. Zisler and Wellna his wings. Del Rio and Plague the defenseman. Machine wins it. They send it back down low to the corner. Zedemeyer applying pressure. Also Del Rio. Puck squirts out to the middle. Deflected nicely. Might have been Zisler, I think. Puck goes to the middle. Knocked away by Plager to the wall of Wellna. Wellna chips it up and out in the neutral. Machine gets it though, and they'll send it right back in. There's Zisler. Zisler spins away up to Wellna. Wellna into the Machine zone and deep into the corner. Machine sends it up. Cavilhog from the point. Stats out, didn't get all of that. That's blocked in front, and Machine will take it out. Machine up through the neutral zone, sends it all the way in deep in the Blue Army zone. Del Rio behind his own net. Makes a move around one, but couldn't make a move around two, and that's intercepted. Machine. Shot on net, saved by Wursel on the first one. And body's moving in front, trying to get guys out of there. And looks like Blue Army is going to get one for that. So, not the start to the tournament that Blue Army was hoping for. 8:30 left in the third, down 6-0, and we'll go shorthanded here again. Let's hope we can kill off this whole two, or at least make it more than 9 or 10 seconds into it. So, Stone and Miller the forwards, Krumpetich and Vilhag the defenseman to kill this penalty. 8:04 when they drop the puck. So, intercepted by Miller up in the neutral zone, and didn't quite get a shot. Oh, puck's loose, and they blow the whistle anyway. Thought the goalie was going to cover it, but we'll take that. That's an effective penalty kill for now with running time. Stone on the draw, Miller to his right, Krumpetich the lefty, Vilhag the left, the right D. Machine wins the draw, they control, now skated up and out. And Machine enters the Blue Army zone, some speed, wide, shot, blockered by Wersall. Vilhag sends it up, and the Machine defenseman will gather it up to the far wall. In the middle, 2-on-1, entering the zone, Krumpetich back, shot on net, and scores. And that's 7. $7-0 deficit for Blue Army. 6:45 left in the third period. Sedung between Meyer on his left, Feldhake is right. Del Rio and Pleger the defenseman. Puck is down. Sedung wins it forward to himself, skates it into the Machine zone. Shot deflected though and missed the net. Machine up the wall. Pleger pinches, slaps one toward the net. It's bouncing around, and he'll cover. Offensive zone face-off here. Sedung again. Between Meyer on his left, Feldhake is right. Pleger the right, Del Rio the lefty. Sedung tried to win it back. It looked like he did, but it got the ref's skate, so he'll go back. Machine will control. Machine up and out of the zone. 2-on-1. Feldhake hustling back. Good back check by Feldhake there. And Blue Army defended that, and I'm not sure how or why that kid went flying into the wall. That was loud. And Blue Army entered the zone, but we're offside. So, great back check on that last play by Feldhake to eliminate that 2-on-1, and Pleger steered the puck carrier aside, and Zissler might have been the one to clean up the damage and send the puck up and out, but we're offside coming in. So, 5:20 left in the third. Puck up the near wall. They'll send it all the way down. That should be icing, and it will be. So, offensive zone face-off for Blue Army here. Let's see if we can get something. 7-0 is the score. 5 minutes left in the third. Zedemeyer on the draw with Zissler on his left, Wellnut on his right, Krumpetich the left D, Vilhag the right D. Wins it over to Zissler, back to Krumpetich. Krumpetich to Zissler. Zissler, that shot is blocked. To Vilhag. Nice play to keep that one in the zone, but Machine still controls. Now Wellnut on the wall. Machine takes that away. Excuse me. Machine in the near corner. Oh, they're going to get, really, they're going to call Zissler for that one. Interesting. Okay, well. So, Zissler was forechecking and went for it, and he'll get 2 minutes for tripping. So 4 minutes left in the third. Blue Army will go down shorthanded again here. Zedemeyer on the draw. Wellnut his wing. Krumpetich and Vilhag the defenseman. Machine controls. Zedemeyer chases. Now Wellnut chases. Shot down low, wide. Bounces in front though. Krumpetich, nice stick to break that up. They send it in front. Ooh, thankfully couldn't get a stick on that. And puck's bouncing around. Scramble in front. Where is it? Where is it? Puck's open still. Crump just takes it away. And they got Machine for a penalty. I don't know what it is for. It was behind the play and the scramble in front. And did he say 5? I respect the Machine coach a lot. He looked like the player wanted to argue and disagree with the call, and the Machine coach very sternly directed his player to go quietly to the box without further word. So I respect the coach for that one. All right, so Machine Machine into the Blue Army zone, Prairie behind the net. Now Del Rio. We're playing 4-on-4 here. It was a 5-minute. It was. So Del Rio into the Machine zone. Sends it in low. Machine will be the first ones on it. They'll go up the wall and easily exit the zone. They take it wide. Tried to go toward the net. Player breaks that up. Steers the man into the corner. Puck is bouncing, is free there. Del Rio helping out. Stone helping out. Body's falling. Plager exits with it. He's got time and space. Sends it up. Oh, tried to get up to Miller, but Miller got tied up. And they'll wave off the icing. And they'll send it around. Plager tried to keep it in, but couldn't get the handle, and it slips by him, and now a break for Machine. Del Rio chasing. And save Warsaw. Nice job by Warsaw to slide over and get the pad and the block on that. Machine sends it back out in front. And they'll go wide. So for the rest of the game, the Blue Army will be on the power play with that 5-minute major. Plager up to Feldhake. Feldhake tried to go up the Stone, but that's deflected. And all the way in the Machine zone. Machine the first one there. Meyer forecheck. And Machine goes up and off the wall. Crump to neutral. They'll regroup. Go over to Kvilhag. Kvilhag up to Sedung. Sedung didn't quite get the handle. That one just goes out of the zone. And all the way knocked back into the Blue Army zone anyway. So Sedung over to Kvilhag. Kvilhag to Meyer. Machine tried to hammer that all the way down, but they misfired. Machine, though, gathers it up into the zone with speed, around wide to the net, shot, and he scores. 30 seconds left. Shorthanded goal for Machine. We'll make it 8-0 Machine. So, not a good start for Blue Army for this tournament. 10 seconds left. 9, 8. The ref is wisely taking its time to drop this puck. And we'll see if he even does. He doesn't need to. Thank you. So, that will do it for game 1 for Blue Army. A tough one. It wasn't their best. Not many good bounces for them either, but we'll have to see if we can come back and be better here in a couple hours.